Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So today, I'm going to tell you about the best anime that happened this season. And the best anime that happened this season was a thrilling story that melded sci-fi, mystery, and degenerate behavior that happened between various different characters, and it was a symphony of brutality along with sad stories that made your gut wrench as you experienced it along with our characters. And the anime that I'm obviously talking about is Heavenly Delusion. So today is the day where I tell you about the best anime this season. Heavenly Delusion, by no stretch of the imagination, was a great anime that came out this season. And Heavenly Delusion was able to be entertaining episode to episode. It was able to have a conclusive story that made you ask questions, that made you want to follow up, that made you beg for another couple of minutes in between the scenes that we would go in between, that were often disjointed and choreographed mesmerizingly, so we had a story that was strung along, and I loved every single piece of it. This season we got 13 episodes of this adventure, mystery, science fiction. It is by Masakuzi Ishiguro. It is published by Kodansha, and we follow Maru and Hiroku. I'm butchering all of this, obviously. I'm gonna put this on the screen. This anime did everything so perfectly well that it has to be a 10 out of 10 for me. And most people are pretty scared to give ratings because I'm sure someone could really deep dive on an episode of this and say it wasn't that great. But Heavenly Delusion had every single episode matter in its storytelling and its ability to get you immersed in the world. And we enjoyed so many different pieces of it. Though I do have some critiques of this anime, obviously, as someone who watches anime. Following this anime, we watch two different things happen. We follow Maru and his bodyguard, which is, gonna put that name up. They are trying to find heaven, Tengoku. And we basically are also following these group of children in this facility that is basically geared towards specially gifted children. They have some sort of abilities, at least most of the children do, as we see. And one thing that is very plainly obviously made throughout the episodes is these are not the same timelines. And that is a very thrilling showcasing within each and every episode. They're tossed together. Sometimes we switch in between the two. Sometimes they're cut in between the moments when something happens in a different timeline. We don't know if they're before or after. And of course, we somewhat figure out that the group of children is before, and then we find out that Maru is a part of the after, this post-apocalyptic world where they're traveling across Japan and they're seeing different pieces of Japan be in wreckage, be basically filled with people taking from other people. It's incredibly apocalyptic. It's almost like a good bit of it is interesting in the way that the environment holds so much personality. Some of Japan is underwater and they have to travel on billboards. Some parts of Japan is just decrepit and doesn't hold any sort of human influence beside the buildings that are slowly but surely being reclaimed by nature. This anime was great with its fight scenes. It had a good bit of action, and then there's these mysterious beasts that are called the Hiroku, and they are this amalgamation of, I don't know, chimeras are just the best synthesis of it. They have these odd bodies that have these strange powers. Some can control cold, some can give you delusion of the mind. Some have these supersonic whips that can like cut away flesh so incredibly easily. This anime spared no expense at showcasing this aspect of horror and sci-fi, and we also just enjoyed a lot of the goofy moments within this anime.
もう大丈夫だお姉ちゃん近づいちゃダメだ
And when I say goofy moments, it was able to meld a light humor about the dire situations that happened. And Maru is definitely OP with his synthesis of body movements, obviously extra human strength, and Hiroku has this gun that shoots like a laser beam, which is like super dope to see, even though it's not the most reliable thing to use. And our adventure is enjoyable with us meeting all sorts of different characters along the way, and each of these characters have their own way of carving out happiness or making harsh decisions in this world that is basically destroyed for them. Everyone has to deal with the world being what it is, and some people somewhat opt out of it. Some people decide to go crazy, and some people try to make money during this time, and it's difficult. Our main characters have to see a lot, experience a lot, and think through a lot of the things that are going on, and also deal with their own personal issues and troubles. And this story is one of the best I've seen told in a very long time. Like, this is definitely an anime that would have got me into manga.
取ってきたらおっぱい触らせてやる。いったあのバカ。
Just letting you know, like, this season leaves you with so many different questions that I previously mentioned. I'm just going to put them out there. Spoiler, some of the questions that we're left with is, what is the timeline of these events? What happens to the children? Who is Maru? Where is his twin? What happened to all of these researchers? Why is Kiroku now in his sister's body? There's so many different things that I'm just interested in finding out within this anime, and I could not wait for the next season that is obviously going to be announced. That has to happen. And if it wasn't, oh my god, I was gonna run and find manga. And this is how I got into manga. I just saw an anime that I had so many questions, and I could not just sit here and wait years for a second season, or maybe wait weeks for another season to come out. Nope. We are going to figure this out, and this is definitely an anime that is going to convert so many different people to manga, because this story is too good to give up, and I see why. I just was so excited in the beginning when I saw this come out, because I've read a little bit of the manga. I just haven't finished it yet. This is, without a doubt, one of my favorite animes to come out this season, and it continues to be the best anime of the season, regardless of what else is out there, because it was just a new concept that was done so incredibly well. The sound design was wonderful. The action, the choreography, the stylistic choices within the faces, within the intro. That intro was tough also. There's just so many great things being done, and it was a joy to watch. This anime makes me love anime so much more, because we sometimes get stories that deserve to be animated and make us love the genre more and more. So I just wanted to let you know, if you missed out on Heavenly Delusion, you need to go watch this anime. This is not an anime you should miss. This is not an anime you should not give your attention, because it is well worth it. And you'll enjoy it, you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll feel things, and you'll even be so enraptured within the mystery that you'll want to be a part of this world, even though it can be incredibly scary sometimes. So anyway, I just want to thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Please have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe, and take care. And seriously, go watch Heavenly Delusion.